He admitted he should have played Josh Acheampong instead. He wasn't impressed at all with Tosin's mistake. Andre Santos is just not Moyes. Welcome back to the Chelsea Sunsport YouTube channel. We've just been, as you can see behind me, in Enzo Maresca's press conference ahead of this weekend's game against Bournemouth. It's going to be a difficult one, and Enzo Maresca knows that. He said it's going to be a similar game to the one against Leeds, which, as we all saw, did not go as planned.
That's why we need to be better. They are intense. Leeds was very intense. I think I said after the game that they were better than us in all the aspects, and hopefully we can learn from that and be ready for tomorrow.
It was Tosin's mistake that cost Chelsea probably more than anything, and Enzo Maresca knows that because he admitted he should have played Josh Acheampong instead.
One of the regrets I have after the game is I didn't play with Josh. So the reason why we play with Trev, Tos and Benoit is because analyzing them, we saw that most of the time they were playing long ball for Calvert-Lewin, for Nemecha, and so we prefer, physicality, win aerial duels, but even with that, we lost most of them.
He wasn't impressed at all with Tosin's mistake, and he almost came out unprovoked and said, well, it's not experience that Chelsea need, because after the Arsenal and Barcelona games, no one was questioning whether Chelsea have got enough experience in their squad. But actually, after this one, that recurring question came out again.
But we have experienced players. Unfortunately, they were not inside the pitch. One because he's suspended, the other one because they are injured. So it's not, it's because in that moment, the ones that they have more experience, they were out. Who is the oldest one for us in the pitch? Who was? Tosin. Did he play good?
Tosin in the week.
Yeah. So it's not about experience. It's about that 11 players plus the one that they were inside, they were not good enough. So it's not, again, I know that we are always looking for experience, but it was a bad game for all of us.
With Josh Acheampong, he probably sees himself as the most natural replacement for Wesley Fofana. Fofana, of course, has got to be rotated because of the issues that he's had with injury. They keep coming back, and Maresca's trying to get him to the same level as what Reece James has been, where he's able to play on a more consistent basis, probably not 2-3 times a week, but even to the level where they can play at that top level just once a week. Another big question that's been asked of Enzo Maresca is how much he's been rotating this squad. It's something that he's had to do rather than something that he wants to do. He was obviously dug out by John Terry, as you've probably seen already, for rotating the squad so often and so much. He's made more changes than any other manager in the Premier League.
Most of the rotation we do is because the other one, they cannot play. So we have players that they are in this moment not able to play every 3 days, and the reason why most of the rotation we have done in the past is for the reason why. Given
the fitness issues and the players that he's got at his disposal, he's had to rotate, and he feels it's not something he wants to do. John Terry said he should stick with the same 12, 13, 14 players week in, week out. Maresca, though, knows that the physical limitations of players like Reece James, Wesley Fofana means he just can't do it.
I don't know for the other club, for sure. I know our situation that we need, as I said many times, we have players because of the history that we need to, manage. Again, Wes, Reece, Pedro. We have 4 or 5 players. Romeo now is injured, but we have 4 or 5 players that, for their history, we need to protect, we need to manage. And I said many times that I would like to play all the game with Reece, with Pedro, with Moy, with these kind of players, even with Romeo. But it's not possible, so we try to find a different solution.
As much as he wants to stay consistent, he said Andre Santos and Tosin, these players have got different qualities to the likes of Fofana and Moises Caicedo. He said Andre Santos is just not Moises, and Caicedo is such a quality player that it's hard to bring that level to the team. It's something that not everyone can do. And he said it's not a criticism necessarily of players like Andre Santos, who was really good against Burnley. It's just that they're not the same level of players. They've got different qualities, and in any job, he said, this is the same. This is how it is. It's not a criticism of those players. It's just that they're different, and he's got to figure out how to use those players in different ways to get the best out of them and get results against the likes of Leeds and Bournemouth. So it is Bournemouth this weekend. He knows it's going to be a tricky game to deal with, and it's something that he's got to learn from going forwards to be better and to beat Bournemouth this weekend.